Hi there, this is going to be a special love reading for all signs. Because it's Monday, honey. And my God, that full moon in Sag was something. Because those few days before, the moon was in Scorpio. And honey, please don't get me started, okay? You guys know the drill about that moon in Scorpio or scorpionic energy. If you've watched me for years, you know I break it down, okay? So it was really intense and it was deep and it was raw and it was very just like in the gut and just a lot. And so we moved into the moon, and the moon, you know, Sag energy is fast, it's quick, it's, you know, revving the engine. And I did have a very fun-filled, you know, go weekend, but at the end of it, like last night, I couldn't even keep my eyes open past like 9:30 at night, and I'm a night owl, so that's unusual for me. But anyways, the energy is very intense still. I don't know, it's just insane. So let's go ahead and get some cards. I'm going to use my new pink potion oracle. First card out is a guardian angel. It's literally that, a guardian angel. There's some energy around you that feels very Archangel Michael-y. You guys know how I feel about Archangel Michael. He is my husband. That sounds nutty to say out loud. He's my husband, okay, in the spirit world. But he epitomizes everything that we want, right? That we're searching for. Very alpha, fearless. He is, you know, the first one to volunteer to go to war. You know, he's the protector. And there's that energy of protection that is surrounding you. Some of you guys might be seeing feathers. You might be receiving signs, you know, guidance and such. All right, hold on. Communication, exactly that. Communication from the other side. This could also be a loved one that has passed. It's been, you felt their presence really strongly. They're giving you guidance and they are giving you little signs and synchronicities, little like breadcrumbs, but not crumbs like when we think of fuckery, but like breadcrumbs, like little hints here and there to kind of get you back on path or to keep you on the path, because some of you've been wandering off of that path. For some of you, I do also feel like the energy we'll split it, because I feel like it's split message. There is communication coming in from someone here in the real world. There's a feeling of, I just called to say I love you. But they don't say that. What they say is, hi. You're like, hi? And they're like, hi, and you're like, hi. There's nothing, I'm an aqua. I can't flirt. Like at all. And when I think I'm flirting, it's definitely not coming across that way. It could be really dorky, or it could be very aggressive where it's like I'm fighting with them. So it's, imagine two people that don't know how to flirt. Hi, hi. Hi, hi. Bye, bye. There's this energy of alchemization coming in. We have the alchemy card. This is also trying to alchemize the conversation to something else, to maybe something more than just hi, hi, okay, bye, bye. Oh, the beginnings of dating. Don't you just love it? Yay. Past life. Ooh. Stranger you recognize. There's a vibe. You might meet someone, and if you haven't met already, you will. You're gonna meet somebody, and it's gonna feel like there's a deep connection here, and you don't know why. It doesn't always mean that that's your husband, that's gonna be your life. It just means you meet people along the way, and they serve a purpose, right? Season and a reason. There could be someone coming in and we don't know yet if it's forever or for a season or a reason, but there's this sort of trying to alchemize. And what does alchemy mean? It means to take one thing and turn it into something else. And so this is that energy of trying to turn one thing into something else, right? And so can it be going from friends to lovers? Can it be going from just talking to just the basics, hi, bye, to more, opening up, feeling comfortable enough to divulge oneself and you know, be vulnerable. I think it's about trying to be vulnerable. Exotic. Okay. I don't know. Do they think you're exotic? I don't know. Is there, maybe they do. Maybe there's something so different about you, but there's almost like this exotic vibe going on. It's kind of like if you went to, let's say if you went to an ice cream place, right? You go get ice cream. It's like Baskin Robbins. It's like you go in there and instead of ordering vanilla, this is not vanilla. Pampered. I wanna wine you and dine you and 69 you. Pampered. They're gonna pamper the shit out of you too if you allow it. I mean, I'm not against that. Money is my favorite color. I have a Capricorn moon, honey. Money is my favorite color. Career and pampered. So let's start off with the pampered energy. I want you to see the card itself. I chose it because it's like being pampered. Some of you are pampering yourselves, obviously, going to the spa. You know, you're taking nice long baths. You know, you're rubbing yourself down with oils and such, right? You're putting moisturizer on your face and moisturizing your lips before you go to sleep. You're pampering thyself first because we're sitting heavy in our feminine energy, right? And we are taking care of ourselves, and it's self-love, and we always want to make sure we're well moisturized, and you know, we work on that hydration, but well moisturized, and you know, we're pampering ourselves. But I think someone wants to come in and pamper the fuck out of you. What are you waiting for? But you know what the issue with that is? Bitch, here we go. There's always a but. But the ones that we want aren't the ones that are doing that. The ones that say, oh, is the ones we go, oh my God. But some of you might get lucky. Lucky in the sense of it's somebody that you like. It's mutual. It's real focused on career here for some of you guys. You're real focused on career. You're trying to build a brand. You're trying to build your business. You're trying to get a better job. You're trying to stack your coins, right? A lot of us are single parents. And so our primary focus is to make money because we're the sole providers. And so there is something here about going in a different direction for some of you when it comes to career and business. It also feels like, sorry, my lips are so dry. I should have put gloss. You guys know I use matte lipstick because I love it because it doesn't budge. But bruh, when you're drinking strictly black unsweetened coffee, which I am, which I hate, but I'm doing it to like rev my metabolism because I'm fasting a little bit right now. Talk about cotton fucking mouth. And that's a personal problem. I realize that. But when you think that, it's because it's fucking cotton mouth. Hold on. And thy lips are dry. Okay. So the career thing is about you really being just career focused is what I feel. What are you waiting for? Affection. I feel like someone doesn't know how. I know I can say that for my damn self. I don't know how to be affectionate. I just don't. Again, I have a Capricorn moon. All of our different love languages are different depending on the type of moon sign you have and Venus sign, because obviously moon is our emotions, you know, and Venus is how we are in relationships and such, right? So, I have a Capricorn moon with a Venus and my Venus is in Aquarius. So it's very rough for me. I'm not a very open and watery, affectionate kind of a person. So this is, again, trying to alchemize and figure out how to be maybe more expressive, how to be more affectionate, how to show someone that you're interested or you like them, which is quite difficult for people like me and for a lot of us, you know, it's very difficult. But there is this energy of affection coming in. It's affection, it's, you know, feeling like I feel like I want to talk to you, but it just, I don't know how, or the feeling of like almost pushing it away. You have golden touch. Golden touch Happens every time your eyes meet mine. Whenever you are near, I get butterflies every time your eyes meet mine. See, tickled pink. Yeah, there's this feeling here between two people that they get butterflies. It's the beginning. And so it begins. You know that beginning stage of dating and talking and getting to know a person and flirting and getting excited when you see they text and talking to them on the phone. Like this day and age now, I say, motherfucker, I'm old school. I'm 45 years old, honey. But I started dating back in the day when we didn't have no internet. So what we had to do was page your ass, and then we had to call you back and physically on the phone talk to you. And I feel like in this day and age, a lot of men don't want to do that. They want to meet this way online or whatever, and then they want to just meet in person, and it's like, okay, hell nah. I'm old school. I need the whole working up to it, to trust you, to feel comfortable, to see if we connect, and honestly, to secretly pull cards while I'm talking to you to fill out your motherfucking energy. But you're tickled pink. I feel like the both of you is blushing. It's comfort. Yeah, I'm sure it's comfort, all right. It's comfortable between the two. It's becoming comfortable. When you actually open up and you get past the hi, bye stage, it's going to be super uber comfortable. Oh, the lighting is changing. See that right on schedule, 3 something, the light changes. 2 around late, 2 something, 3 something. Provocative and romantic. There is a provocative romantic vibe here that it's turning into for some of you, and for some maybe this is what is really tough. Sometimes we meet people and from the get-go it's this, and then it fizzles out because you realize, oh, it ain't nothing there but just physical attraction, and you can't do shit with that. And so for some of you, you're realizing it's this up front and then nothing else. Yeah, you try to alchemize it, it turns into nothing. And then for some of you, you're realizing it's turning into this the more you're opening up and the more you're communicating with this person. And I think that for a lot of us, we want more than just, like, if it's not soul for me, like a soul connection and friendships and business things, and I don't like to fucks with things that don't make me feel fulfilled and feel like there's some sort of, like, you know, magic to it, and including friendships. Let's do one more. Oh, the pink potion card. It's an elixir. You know the thing about alcohol, even medicine, right? An elixir. You have to take it in doses. Because if not, honey, you're not going to be able to think straight, see straight. It's not good for you in large quantities. You know how we get, honey? We start to get a little bit of a buzz and we want to text them, what you doing? And that's not our MO. But once that liquor start flowing and you start getting that buzz on, you be all thinking like, oh, then when you dead sober, you be all, fuck that. I'm not fucking gonna initiate shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why the mimosas, honey, in the middle of the day is dangerous. You be sending that what you doing text at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Be regretting it at 10 o'clock at night. The pink potion energy it's so intoxicating and you can get drunk off of it. So you've got to do it in little bits, little doses of it, or it will be absolutely, it could be, it probably will be, quite disastrous. Let's get some tarot going, and then we're going to roll into your extended, which can only be watched on my Patreon, as you guys know. Click that upside down triangle below, brings up all my links. Patreon link will be there, okay? So only place you can watch the extendeds of the special love readings. The erotic readings are there, as well as some just special ones that you can't watch anywhere else. So, I mean, we've got a lot of energy here about enlightenment. You've got, first of all, the Hanged Man, which is a pause. There may have been a pause for some of you. Maybe it was a little bit of a rough start in the connection. Meaning like hi, bye. It was very dry. Gotta loosen it up a little bit, oil it up a little bit, you know, get a little bit acclimated to it a little bit, right? And then kind of ease your way into it and start up that way. So, you know, Hangman is a pause, a suspension, right? Nothing happening. It's just dangling there and just nothing's going on. I feel like now there's movement. I'm telling you that because you have the Fool sitting here, but we'll get into that in a second. Next card is the High Priestess. So a really witchy vibe, which a lot of us, you know, we relate and resonate with the witchy vibe. And that's what we are. We're witchy. And this is also someone who is keeper of secrets. So there's a lot of mystery surrounding this connection. Maybe there's this elusiveness between the two of you or one of you, right? Someone's really mysterious and they don't really open up and they don't really say much. There's fear here of obviously falling and falling into the fucking abyss of the unknown, because the unknown means there's no control, because I can't control what I cannot see. Because then when it comes in, it's just about in the moment and the reaction in the moment, right? Where it's like in advance, it's premeditated, where we can think about it, we can weigh it out, we can sort of, you know, what have you. But that's not how this is going to work. There's going to be this mystery behind something, and almost this hiding behind, sort of peeking out like this, giving little bit, and taking little doses. And of course, in this case, you're going to have to do little doses, because there's the high, extreme, fucking disastrous potential of this just being I don't even know what muggle word to use. This has the potential to be exactly what you were looking for. Now, the Fool is that jumping in, honey. It's falling in love. It's embracing the unknown. Now, what I love about this is it comes out with the Six of Pentacles, which means it's reciprocity. It's equal. It's not one-sided. It's not only one person's going to be doing it. And maybe it starts off that way, but it obviously, once the falling happens and the release and the letting go and surrendering to sort of opening up, it's both parties that are open. And both parties that are feeling it. You know what I mean? There's nothing worse than like it's just one-sided and you're just like, fuck that. Or even for the opposite, like if they're feeling us and we're not feeling them and we're like, fuck. Shit. Fuck. Motherfucking kang-dang-a-lang, honey. This is alpha. This is the shark. Dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Why? Because you see how he's watching? He's surveying. This is that they're feeling it out. And this is really, really difficult if you're dealing with an intuitive man too, because you know you have the intuition card here too with the High Priestess. Because if they're intuitive, it makes them even more dangerous, because intuitively, like an animal, they're using primal instincts here, right? So they might be kicking back and watching this unfold and happen. And there was this sense of in the beginning being scared and unsure and I don't know and oh my God. But now we're coming into the falling, being more open and more vulnerable. And so for a lot of you guys in the dating world now, when you're finally open and ready, you might meet some, now this don't mean this is the only one you're gonna meet, because we meet fuck faces all the time. You might meet somebody that's a time waster, someone that just wants to get into punani. You might be meeting people that are just weird and not our types, right? So it's gonna be all kinds of people that we're gonna meet, all walks of life you're gonna attract. But this one right here, this is it. This is the one you want. I can tell because it's mutual. Remember, Six of Pentacles. He is waiting for his moment to offer something, but he doesn't know what just yet. I don't think he knows what. Ace of Pentacles can be moving in career change for sure, right? Obviously. It's what it always is. But it is a solid offer. It is a big one too. He might have a big one. You know, offer. Let's get into this extended. Should you wish to rent it, click that upside down triangle below. It brings up all the links. Go to Patreon. Follow me there. Thank you for all of your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions here on YouTube. Thank you for all of the donations you guys sent to my PayPal. I love you guys so very much. And I'll see you there, boo. Bye.